So many subtle signs are around us. So many. I'm here at work early, but I decided to get some breakfast, and I'm trying to be more consistently mindful of what I'm putting into my vessel. I, y'all, it's so much when you are in that living an awakened life, when you are choosing that for yourself, and those that I am close to know what I'm speaking of because they do that for themselves as well. And I've always for years shared with you all. I share with you all how I see, I see. I see the divine. I see through synchronicities, and there's never a coincidence. So I'm sitting here, and I'm getting ready to go order my breakfast, and I was just making a comment on someone's page, and it had to do with what we think about, we bring about, right? And so I'm doing a comment to say, that has been one of the most profound things that I've come into awareness about in my own spiritual walk on this planet, in this life, is understanding that every thought and how we think has power. What we speak has power. And so I've learned, I notice signs that come up all the time, and it never fails. So as I park, and many of you might not get it, but one or two, gonna get it every time. Numbers have been repeated numbers, whether it's on the clock or driving by. And for me, it's always car tags. I don't even look for it. I just look up and it's there. I'm trying not to show the full car tag for, privacy purposes. But look at that. You see that to the left? You see that? This number is always a number. If I don't see it every day, every other day, it never fails. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to edit some of that out. 444. Yeah. 444. Let's just stop for a moment. All right, let's go back to the basics. Divine signs. How this creative essence that created all that there is, that we really can't even put a name on. We don't know if it's male or female, As human beings, we got to have terms. We got to put in things in category. But for real, I always talk about this. I'm going to talk about it forever. Stop and think. You can Google right now. And there is movement. Universe is still being made. Come up off the planet and realize that. So there's signs. And I noticed it years ago that I would see repeated numbers. Sis, brother, you know what I'm saying. You see numbers all the time. You might have been contemplating something. You might have been having this conversation with the Holy Spirit in your own way. Whatever name you give that activated you coming into this presence. We put names and labels, and sometimes we get upset because somebody don't say God, or somebody don't say Jesus, or somebody don't say this and that, Or someone could be praying next to you in another language, and you because of your program, and you like, oh my God, you feeling some kind of way. Ooh, get out of that. When do we evolve? No. Many of us are. Doesn't mean we better than anybody else. But choose to stay in the awakening. And 444 is always showing up. And I'm going to end on that note.